Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we will be taking a look at the Democratic nominee Joe Biden's pathway to winning the 2020 presidential election against incumbent President Donald Trump. I found three possible scenarios for how this election could turn out in favor of the former vice president. But first, let's fill in the 2016 election map in order to get a basic understanding of what lies ahead of the Biden campaign and where he will need to improve upon Secretary Clinton's 2016 results. Clinton was victorious in 20 states, almost all of which were expected blue states such as Washington, Oregon, California, and Hawaii. She also won in her deep blue home states of Illinois and New York, as well as all or almost all of the more liberal northeastern states except for Maine's 2nd Congressional District, which Trump carried by over 10 percentage points. Her only true quote-unquote swing state victories came in Colorado, Minnesota, and Virginia. New Mexico as well, but that is much more of a stretch and what was much less of a toss-up. Trump, on the other hand, won in 30 states across the country, sweeping states throughout the heartland and across the South, as well as a few safe red states in the Midwest, such as Kentucky, Indiana, and West Virginia. The surprise of the evening, undoubtedly, was Trump's resounding success not just in the southern Midwest, but in the northern as well. Triumphs in Michigan and Wisconsin shocked the world, overshadowing his even more stunning margins of victory in Iowa and Ohio, states that had gone to Democrats in the past two election cycles. Despite a popular vote defeat, Trump defeated Clinton in an electoral landslide. But now that we have filled in the results from 2016, let's get started on Biden's pathways to victory. Starting out with what I call the Midwest path. This is possibly the most realistic and historically accurate path, given that it includes winning three states that the Obama and Biden ticket carried: Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania, each of which Obama and Biden won by over 5 points in both 2008 and 2012, but flipped to Donald Trump by marginal numbers in 2016. In fact, Trump won these three states by a combined 78,000 votes, and by less than 0.7% of the vote in each of these individual states. 23,000 votes in Wisconsin, 11,000 in Michigan, and 44,000 in Pennsylvania. That was the difference between a Donald Trump presidency and a Hillary Clinton presidency. A lot of people will look at the electoral landslide and see a national landslide in favor of Donald Trump. But a lot of people really just simply do not realize how incredibly close the 2016 election was between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. If Biden can flip these three states, along with holding on to the states that Hillary carried in 2016, he'll win the presidency with 278 electoral votes to Donald Trump's 216. Furthermore, Biden does lead in polling averages in all three of these states. He's +5 in Wisconsin, +9 in Michigan, and +6 in the state of Pennsylvania. It is without question that this path is completely plausible for the Biden campaign. However, the next pathway is what I like to call the favorable path, which contains three states where demographics, polling, and political trends are shifting in favor of and looking increasingly likely that they will go to the Biden campaign: Arizona, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. We went over Pennsylvania and Michigan in the previous path, but in this one, we replaced the state of Wisconsin with Arizona, where the race is shifting further and further into the Democrats' favor, thanks to rapid population growth in the Phoenix area and a Senate race where the incumbent Republican, Martha McSally, is down double digits to Democratic candidate Mark Kelly. Biden is currently +4 according to the RCP, Real Clear Politics, polling average, with Arizona serving as a more than serviceable backup plan if Trump manages to hold on to Wisconsin. A lot of people would like to argue that Arizona is more likely to flip in favor of the Democrats than the state of Wisconsin is, but that remains to be seen. The final path to victory for Joe Biden is titled the Florida Plan, which is really rather simple. Flip Florida and almost any other swing state. This could be in Michigan, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Arizona, North Carolina, Georgia, Ohio, you name it. It could be any swing state that holds more than 9 electoral votes. All he would need to do is flip one of those crucial states, along with Florida's massive, and crucial 29 electoral votes to win the election. That being said, if he does flip Florida, it can probably be assumed that he would also carry states like Michigan and Pennsylvania, where Trump won by lower margins in 2016. Either way, Biden does lead by 5 points in Florida's Real Clear Politics polling average, which is incredibly promising for his campaign as a whole. Now, having said all this, if the election were held today and Joe Biden's 8.5 point lead in national polling carried over to the popular vote in the general election, he would win the presidency in an electoral landslide. I'll be diving deeper into this concept in a video coming out soon, but a ton of states would flip in favor of Joe Biden if he were to improve upon Hillary's 2-point national advantage from 4 years ago. So make sure you stay tuned for that video. It will be out soon. Other than that though, please make sure to hit the like button down below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I checked my analytics the other day and saw that 91% of my viewers are not subscribed to the channel, which is absolutely crazy. So if you're watching this and are not subscribed, please make sure to do so, as it will ensure you see all of my videos as they come out ahead of the election in November. Nevertheless, thank you guys all so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.